We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. This defense for the Dolphins much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Kansas City.
They run here with Dowdle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Shuck. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And a first down, Chiefs.
They go play action here with Shuck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Shuck. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins 7, Chiefs 0. Joey Sly.
Here's Sly now to kick off as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll run on the draw. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Love from the gun. And it's caught. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as he'll stop him behind the line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted it with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Trying to get that one to his tight end. And they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Shuck. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. That is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 61 yards. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Chiefs nothing.
Sly set to boot it.
Set to kick off.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rico Dowdle, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Love. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Cody Simon came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. That's complete. It's Neighbors. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
At the 27-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. To the air again, Love. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Sly now to kick off as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Shuck. And out across midfield down to the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Shuck now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And not really any daylight here to speak of. He takes it ahead for maybe a yard. That's all. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Love. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
CeeDee Lamb's ability to adapt to any situation he encounters downfield, finds his way open, and even when he's not, knows how to compete for the ball in the air. Last season, his 5th straight over 1,000 yards.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 40.
Working out of the gun. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pickett just...
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
How about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
Final play of the half. Love. Into space at the 45. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick
The
off.
Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing. Love. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Love. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Love looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain
on 4th down. Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To throw now, Shuck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Delaying on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chiefs 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Sly set to boot it. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Love now. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Sly now to kick off as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
To the air again is Shuck. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Shuck. A quick throw there is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Elijah Moore on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Miami.
It's a loss of the yard.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw now. Here's Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Love to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. Now he's into the clear again. And finally marked down at the 23. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Love. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
It's a gain of 35.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Shuck. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Left sideline a dive, and it looks like he's got it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
48 yards. First down, Chiefs.
They go play action here with Shuck. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Anthony Jennings. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Anthony Jennings in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Now Shuck. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 27-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Shuck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Shuck looking to throw once more.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Shuck on fourth down.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
So after a second fourth down conversion on the drive, they'll soldier on. It's another 1st and 10.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Slide for the PAT.
And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Dolphins 49. Chiefs 19.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Under pressure, they got him again.
And as this defense